Om Namah Shivaya. Gurave. Hi, welcome to the practice. This is the practice. This is about a 45 or so minute practice. Hi, I'm Teresa, your yoga guide. Those have been with me for some time. You do know that this is a practice of your sovereignty to slow down and notice what you notice. For those who are new to the practice, this is a fluid practice of your discipline of the self, and it's a practice. That's the fluidity. It's always a practice. That's the flow. So let's get started. I love to start in a bit of a meditation breath practice. So let's get comfy on the mat. Make sure you do have your 2 blocks. You have a blanket, bolster, and a strap. Where's my strap? Somewhere. I did have it earlier. Oh, it's behind me. So today's practice, no ums. It just is a really curious time, and I find that even in my in-studio practice during this curious time, there's a lot of stickiness in our ankles and our ability to be agile to move forward. So even plantar and dorsiflexion are challenging. People feel stuck. So I'd like to explore the feet in today's practice. That's why having a yoga strap will be essential, perhaps, or someone's house coat rope belt or somebody's tie. So as I mentioned earlier, just sit. Let's be in our sovereignty of ourselves, and let's compost, let go of all the busyness, all of that crazy thinking, and just be with yourself, because that's what this practice is about. Palms up or palms down, you decide. I prefer palms up for daytime. I prefer palms down for grounding in the evening. Keeping the heart lifted. It's such a great practice to notice, am I opening my heart? Am I leading with my heart? In that, saying that, you can touch your thumb, which is the fire element, to any of the other elements of the fingers, and just let it be something intuitive. Chin mudra is most common, air and fire. The beginning of a spark of our lives, air and fire. Middle finger, space, ether. Ring finger, you maybe want to be grounded in your relationships, ring finger. Pinky finger, maybe you want to feel a little bit more fluid and kind of get the energy moving. Ring finger or pinky finger, water. You decide, or just let your hands relax. Close your eyes and allow yourself to go into the mind's eye, that place right between your eyebrows. Oh my goodness, when you close your eyelids, your eyes are still looking. So you might as well use this time to look into the space between your eyebrows, the pineal gland, known as pineal gland. You can see it, it's infinite. It's like a blank slate of your possibilities of planting the seeds of your thoughts. Everything begins in a thought. Everything begins in a thought. What are you thinking? Are you kind? Are you open? Are you heartfelt? Are you restless, angry, disappointed? That's why you're here on the mat. Regardless, let us hold all our thoughts and our feelings with love. That's the practice, it's love. So as you ingest this beautiful being of yours, looking inward, use your mind's eye to see what it is that you wish to build up, which is yourself, I hope. Focusing on the self is the practice, not anyone else. You have no control over anyone, so come back to yourself. What is the seed of your intention for the self? Self-love. Got it? Oh yeah. Let your shoulders roll back, let your heart lift, and let's just simply begin with a belly breathing. Fill your lungs and expel the breath using your diaphragm, using your belly energy to cinch the waist and blow out all the excessive stale energy that gets caught in and out of all of your major organs in the bowels. So movement of the belly is really important. So again, I invite you to belly breathe healthfully, mindfully set the intention for your self-love practice. Heart is open, roll those shoulders back in any hand position you wish. So we'll take the next minute to really go inside, and I'll quiet myself as you enjoy this moment of your rest. Discernment, no judgment. Just let your breath be fluid. Beautiful. Let's now bring our hands together in Angeli Mudra, meaning yoking, connection of the heart, prayer, connecting in prayer of the heart. And a practice isn't a practice without the spiritual opening of Om. So let us chant the sound of Ah, O, 3 syllables, about 7 counts per syllable. The sound of Om, love and consciousness. Take a deep breath in and clear it out first. Ha, one big Om, deep breath in. Mindfully start to blink your eyes open and welcome to your practice. Thank you. So let's extend our legs out. Again, have a yoga strap, a blanket and a bolster and blocks. You may need them. Plant your bum firmly down on the mat. Take a long stretch of those legs out in front of you. It may cause you to do this because your hamstrings are tight. Then bend your knees and sit up as tall as you can through your spine. If forward folding is an easy practice for you and you can mindful, I will turn sideways. If you can forward fold, lengthen your spine, keeping your knees completely extended, and hold the outer edges of your feet and let yourself lengthen all the way down. Awesome. If not, you can take a bolster. You can bend your knees out to the side, place your bolster between your thighs, and maybe that's all you need with your legs wide open. Forward folding, stacking hands. Other options, everyone's forward folding right now. As you find your forward fold, options are there. You can use your blocks to build a level. I'm sure that we're all intelligent here. You can figure out something that will really help you to forward fold. Let your forehead, your mind's eye meet the floor, the hands, the blocks, the straps. We will be here for quite some time. If forward folding is really a very uncomfortable position for you, bend your knees as wide as your yoga mat. You can see the bird's eye view. And you can simply take your hands in between your thighs, your shins, your calves, and rock into a forward fold if you are not able to rest your mind's eye. I understand. So wherever you are, enjoy this opportunity for you to surrender. Even in its discomforts, your practice is your practice. Feeling the flexion, the lengthening of the back of the legs, the awareness, see, it's allowing me to burp. Things are coming out in my manifestation of my forward fold. So giving yourself a good 10 more long, smooth breaths in and out. Allowing your heart to lift, your upper arms to externally rotate, and your mind's eye, your neck, to release. You're not holding on to this. You're not being a hero. Some of you may be really close to the floor, but yet need a block for your mind's eye. We're about maybe 7 more breaths to get here to the final end of this surrender. Take your time. We're in no hurry. This is not about rushing. This is about slowing down and being present. Let your feet relax. You are relaxed. Let your shoulders relax. Your jaw relax. You are relaxed. Breathe fully into the sticky areas of your vessel. There are lots of sticky areas, even for the person that's been practicing for a long time. Oh, I feel it. Back of my legs, my lower back. Each day is a new day, new changes, new opportunities, new possibilities. And yes, we do karmically go through our pains and our discomforts, so give yourself the love you need. Exhale, let it go. 3 more breaths. Long, cool, wonderful breaths. Let them be. Whew. And then on your next in-breath, awaken yourself up fully through your spine. Bend your knees, let your feet be rooted onto the floor. And I'm just going to turn forward to face you. Take a moment to hold the front of your knees. Open them up as wide as you need them to be, or you can squeeze them in by holding them this way, but you're sitting up nice and tall. Tilt back onto your sacrum. Float your feet up and then elevate your heart and broaden the collarbones and lengthen your neck. So drop your shoulder blades down your spine. Rock from sitting bone to sitting bone. Well done. And then from here, let's hug those knees in a little bit more and let's reach our arms between the thighs, grab the outer edges of your feet, teetering on your coccyx and your sacrum, start to express those limbs outwardly. So literally keeping your heart elongated, your chest is lifted, and your expression of your legs is yours. Some of you may be here. Some of you may have difficulty holding the ankles. So you can hold your shins in like this. You could do so many arrangements and possibilities. I offer that you figure that out for yourself, okay? For 5, for 4. Heart is lifted the whole time. Your spine is long. 2 more breaths. A lot of hamstrings today. And then very mindfully release both feet to the mat. Sit up as tall as you may feel that your body is able to. Take a breath to rest there. Then plug your right heel in towards your perineum and take your left leg out wide. So if your mat is facing me like this, left leg is off the mat. Pull out your butt flesh, just like that. Dig your finger pads into either side of your left leg and then press into the mat. Press the mat away, lift your left butt cheek, draw your left hip back and turn towards your left leg. Some of you may bend that knee up. Yes, because it needs to be bent. You know what I'm talking about. Start to wave your right arm around and reassess the back left arm to support you. And then take your right hand to the outer edge of that flexed left foot. So again, if the knee is bent, sit up nice and tall, twist in your belly. Some of you have that lengthen left leg and straight arm. That's awesome. Keep on twisting. It doesn't make you better than anyone. We're not less or better. We are just all here together, navigating our strengths wherever we're at, meeting them, holding in our best position and releasing the breath for 5. For 4, twist in the abdomen, in the belly. Good. And then inhale, come up center. Tuck the left heel in and take your right leg out. Reassess your bum. Sitting up nice and tall. Fingers on either side of your right thigh. Lift your right hip up. Draw your right hip back. Turn towards that right leg and navigate yourself into your forward fold. So once again, it is a decision that you need to choose to make in your sovereignty. What do I need to do? Is it a bent knee? Yeah. Because eventually you're going to circumvent through the left arm and then take that left hand to the outside of your right foot. Some of you, it's not holding the right foot, and some of you, it's the tricep and pressing the left hand against the shin. You're going to figure this out. It's all about twisting in your belly area. So you're really toning the belly, and we're wringing out any toxins, things that get stuck from breathing up here and not being able to consciously breathe down here. So consciously breathe fully into your lungs, into your belly, and get into your greater twist as you navigate your right hand around to turn. So the right hand for me is pressing the floor away and lifting my heart and turning wherever that may be for you. For 2 more. Oh my goodness, I can feel my lower back big time there. Go ahead, and then in breath all the way to center. And then tuck out that, or take that left leg out, right leg, reassess your bum. Open up your knees nice and wide, like really wide, so off your mat. Grab a hold of your shins or your ankles and just sit up nice and tall. Breathe your breath, rest in this position. So for some of you, this practice is a big discipline of practice and not being hard on yourself because things don't feel comfortable. Good. From there, let's close the knees. Take your feet to the very edge of your mat. I'm just going to turn sideways. This is the edge of my mat. Make sure you have your blocks somewhere at your hip and take your yoga strap with you. You may need them. And then let's all of us hold the front of the knees, scoop the tailbone, and roll onto your back. Broaden in the chest and tuck the back of the skull down. I'm going to use my blanket to make sure that my neck stays neutral. Most people do need a blanket because the chin is so stuck in extension. So when you take the blanket underneath your occipital, lengthen the neck, chin tucked in towards the notch of your throat. Hug the knees into your chest. Good. Open the knees if you need belly and booby space. Rock from hip to hip. Feel the juiciness of your pelvis. Yeah, good. And then draw your knees more towards your outer armpits, your outer ribs. Take your triceps inside your knees to your best ability, or your forearms, wherever you're able to bend those knees, and press them delightfully open using isometrics. So press your knees into your forearms or your upper arms, wherever you're able to press into. Some of you are here, that's awesome. And allow that those knees press into your arms. So isometrics, we're strengthening those legs. Yes, we are. Feel that. Dorsiflex your feet, spread your toes. Nicely done. Another breath, but imprint your lower back into the floor. Good. And then take your hands to the outer knees. Bring your knees up over your hips. Place your hands onto your thighs. Straighten your arms. Press your belly button towards the back of the spine so you lower that, like you press, imprint your lower back. As you straighten your arms, you're going to press against your quads, then flex your feet and lift your shins parallel to the floor in line with your knees. And then this is core. Isometrically resist hands and thighs so you tone the belly, keeping your head and shoulders down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, as much as you can put into it, 4, 3, 2, and then hug the knees into your chest. Release the right foot to the floor, hug the left knee in. Some of you are able to hold the balls of that left foot with both hands and extend. Some of you are going to take your yoga strap through your peace fingers at the center and wrap the strap around the balls of the foot and fully extend that leg. You do you, whatever you're capable of doing. Find that placement of the strap so it's in the middle. Resist. Shoulders stay down. If you prefer not to use a strap, like I am not a big strap person, you can hold the foot and resist the foot into the hands, and it could be a very bent knee. Keep the shoulders down for 5. So you're pressing the sole of your foot, the balls of your foot into the strap of the hands for 4, 3, you can straighten out that leg as much as you can, 2, shoulders are down, 1, and then bend that knee into your chest, felt those hamstrings. And now we're going to take your right hand to the outside of the left knee and straighten your right leg and cross the left leg over. So I have my bolster here. So I'm going to land my inner edge of my left foot and knee on the bolster and find a twist through my left shoulder. So we're really feeling the works of all the hamstring muscles that connect into the gluteal flush, into the lower back. They're all connected. Your lower chakras are connected to the upper chakras. If this intersection is sticky, then it's really hard for us to, as an observer, to express our creativity. So let's play with this. So in your twist, the knee does not have to land on the bolster or the floor. It's the inner edge of your left foot. Reach out through your right arm. Make sure there's no obstructions to the arm so you can express yourself. And breathe, using your right hand to resist the outer edge of the left knee, and make sure the left knee is higher than your hip. And you're feeling all of this beautiful stuff occurring in your left side rib cage and your left glutes. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, oh my goodness, I could stay here all day long. And then very mindfully draw that left knee up, hold it with both hands, bend your right knee, then externally rotate the left knee, left ankle to your right thigh. It's all lefts and rights, I understand. Hover the right foot up off the floor and thread your left arm between the thighs. Interlace fingers at the shin, keep your shoulders down, or at the knee crease. Some of you need a yoga strap to even get your hands around the knee crease. You can always strap around the knee crease. Left arm is between the thighs or the front of the shin. Hold the strap with your peace fingers. So however you need to be in this shape, you're drawing your right quad closer to your chest and the left knee further away, and you could dance it. So make sure it's not such a static position. The more you can undulate your vessel in movement, the more you'll get into the textural sensations of where your stickiness is. And movement is so important to our human vessel, so important. I like to do this one on every occasion, every day. Gluteal flesh, your bum, your sacrum. It's Libra in astrological time or charts or signs, and it means the literally the fluidity of your breath and your ability to find balance and create balance in yourself. Okay, so from here, hug that right thigh closer to your chest, to your best ability. Keep your shoulders down. Nice. And then extend both legs up towards the sky. Reach your arms out to the side. Shake out your thigh flesh. Take your hands back to your quads. Knit the belly button in. Elevate your shins parallel to floor. Shoulders are tucked down. Head down. Now resist. Isometrically tone the belly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll around. You've got this. Oh yeah. Nicely done. Release the left foot to the mat. Hug the right knee into your chest. And then reach around and grab the balls of your foot and or peace fingers. Peace. Yoga strap in the middle. Strap the balls of your foot. Extend. So you feel the extension of your hamstrings. That's the back leg muscles. I prefer to hold my knee or my foot and keep my knee bent and then resist. Shoulders stay down. So no matter if you're using a strap or hand to foot, you're drawing your shoulder blades down the spine, knit the belly button in, and you're fully expressing that limb. Some of you could go completely straight. We're not creating pain or snapping the leg into submission. We're mindfully breathing, allowing the hamstring muscles to release. Remember, they're not elastic. They're rope-like. If you pull too harsh, they will tear. So be kind wherever you are. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. Oh, I can feel that. And see, I'll bend my knees. That's the way it is. And then slowly hug that knee into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Externally rotate that right knee, right ankle to the left thigh. Hover the left foot. Both feet are flexed in dorsiflexion. Activate, spread your toes. Get into your tarsals. Thread right arm through. Interlace shin or knee crease or use a yoga strap. Keep your shoulders down. Knit the belly button in. Back of the skull's down. And play. Like literally give yourself permission to move around. Always, I invite you to breathe fully into your belly. So that's an invitation, okay? We don't want to shoot ourselves or, shame ourselves into thinking we have to do something. Instead, it's an invitation, okay? Feel what you're feeling. Notice what you're noticing. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of stuff going on there. It's a little backwards. We didn't do the twist yet to the left. I understand. We'll get to the twist, but just notice how this all feels. Wow. Oh, can you hug the left thigh closer and press your right knee away? Yeah. Closing your eyes is a great option. Yes. Whew. 3 more breaths here. Slowing down is so important. And if I ever feel like if you think I'm rushing, I choose not to, but if I am, you could slow it down. When you're ready to release that left knee, hug both knees back into your chest. And I know because I didn't twist this before, right? Just give yourself a squeeze. Then extend the left leg down, hug the right knee into your chest. I'm going to take my bolster all the way over towards the left to navigate my right knee all the way over to the left. So once again, this twist, maybe I did do it in this direction, I'm not sure. Open up through the right shoulder. Oh my goodness. Make sure your right knee is higher than your hip bone, and you could play with the footing, the inner edge of your right foot pressing into the bolster, and you could slide the bolster down so you have elbow room to hold that right knee. And sometimes I like to take my right hand and twist here. Back of the neck is long. So you're literally turning, twisting. Right shoulder down, right knee to the left, opposite positions. You can even move your face over towards the right. Breathe your breath, get right into your belly. Oh yeah. My ears are ringing. Downloads are happening. I feel the frequency, the vibrational frequencies. Whew. Let's get deep into our twist, ladies and gentlemen. Belly breathing, so important. Make audible sounds if you need to, okay? On your next in and out breath, when you're ready, navigate your right knee towards the sky. And honestly, the biggest thing in yoga is left and right. Hug both knees into your heart center. Hold them individually and stir them around. Like literally stir them around. Good. The bolster may come in handy. You may need it. I'm just going to prop it over on my right side. Okay. Release your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Like literally to the edges. Open up your arms, whether they're out the sides like angel's wings. I love angels. Or maybe for cactus, or maybe you want to seaweed your arms up over top. You do you. Start to windshield wipe your knees. So the exhalation takes your knees to a side, as deep as they'll go, without forcing. Keep both shoulders down. Inhale, knees to center, and exhale your knees to the other side. I do this every single day, and it's like brushing your teeth. Maybe you need to do this every day. Yoga has so many postures, and where we are right now at this curious time in 2020 is everything I teach online and in studio seems pretty repetitive, but it's necessary for our bodies today, what we need. This is sacral energy. So we're wobbling the pelvis back and forth and noticing and discerning what is sticky and what is fluid. So be nice in your thoughts. Be kind in your thoughts. Good. On your next exhalation, when your knees go all the way over to the left, take your left foot to the outside of your right thigh and see if you could just allow the weight of your legs to settle, but keep your right shoulder down. And then maybe you could grab opposite elbow overhead if that's too much on your lower back. This is where you take your bolster and slide it underneath your left hip, like jam it up in there. And that'll support you, the weight. Arms can be, as I mentioned, wherever you want them to be. The more you can extend them overhead, the more lengthening you're going to get through the right side of your body. Use the bird's eye view to see what I'm up to, okay? Breathe your breath, bolster or no bolster for support, and give yourself permission to expand the right side of your body. Belly breathing. Remember, get the diaphragm going. So this is all connected to your ankles. Movement does begin pelvis, knees, and ankles, vice versa. Ankles, knees, and hips. Pelvis. 2 more breaths here. I mean, I could stay in this one for 5 minutes. On your next in and out breath, release the left foot from your right thigh. Draw your knees up to center. Heel toe your feet as wide as your mat. I'm just going to take my bolster to the right. And then windshield wipe your knees to the right. Find that wide girth between the feet on the mat. Your ankles are loving you for the inversion, eversion. Right foot to left thigh. Both feet are flexed. If you need that bolster underneath your right hip, because it's almost at that point where it's like you're hanging on and not being able to breathe, make sure your breath is fluid. Most important thing is the breathing. Arms can be where you want them to be. Shoulders are down, head is down on the mat, neutral neck for 5. Spread your toes, wiggle your jaw, spread your fingers. You could be active in this position, or you could be soft and still. These are long breaths in and out, so when I mentioned 5 breaths, we're only at 3. Yeah. One more long breath. Beautiful. On your next in and out breath, release the knees up towards the ceiling. Reassess your lower back, your shoulders and your head, then draw your knees into your chest. Oh boy, I can feel my lower back. Circumvent around in your lower back. Good. Now let's strengthen the core pelvis once again, or practice strengthening it. Remove the bolster out of the way so it doesn't interfere with this. I'm going to just slide it up over my head. Open up your arms like angel's wings, but below your shoulders. Palms can be up or down. secure your shoulder blades in. Hug knees as close to your chest, dorsiflex your feet. And when you're ready, exhale your knees towards your right elbow without resting your shins to the floor. Squeeze your feet and knees together. In breath, your knees to center. Shoulders stay down. Adjust your sacrum, shoulders, and head. Exhale your knees to the left elbow crease towards it. We're not talking touch. You're not no resting your shins. You're using your belly strength. Right shoulder stays down. In breath, center. You've got this now. Go at the fluidity of slowing down your breath. Core strength. So the more we can strengthen the root chakras here, the more flexibility and mobility we'll have. So meet your needs where your flexibility already is or your strength is, and then you will start to increase your flexibility and your mobility by finding out where that strength is. Shoulders stay down. So if your right shoulder's coming up or your left shoulder's coming up, you've gone too far with your knees. So in breath, center. Exhale to a side. Got it? Till you completely devoid the breath. Then you in-breath to center, and then you exhale to the other side. Got it. Beautiful job, everyone. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then in-breath to center. Let's pause at the center. Release the feet to the mat. Adjust your sacrum, head, and shoulders. And once again, your strap can be handy. You may or may not need it. Hug your right or left knee into your chest. Fully extend your right leg. Notice how that feels. If it's too much, you could bend your right knee, foot flat on the floor. Hug the left knee with your forearm, elbow crease, or upper arm, and let that knee fall out to the side. But you're karate chopping with your forearm, elbow crease, or forearm, you know what I mean? And your left fingers are spread. So whether that right leg is strong and straight or bent, it's up to you. And you're opening up those inner thigh muscles, these muscles right here. Yeah. So play with that. Notice what you notice. Rotate your ankles, spread your toes, wiggle your jaw. And then some of you may be able to grab the outer edge of that left foot and fully express that left leg out without falling over to the left. You're keeping your right shoulder hip down. So it's humbling, very humbling. If you prefer to stay in the static position, please do for 4. 3, 2, good. And then hug that left knee into your chest and just very mindfully cross it over just to get into the twist of the gluteal flesh. Do not let it land, just a twist. Reach out through the left arm, hover that solid bent left knee over towards the right for a breath. Feel the twist in your abdomen and then bring it back to center. Release the foot to the mat, adjust shoulders and head. Good job. Hug your right knee into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Drop towards your armpit. Hug it in. Release the left leg down. Open up it as wide as you can. So it could be your hand that's bowing it out, or the elbow crease, or higher up into your bicep area. So depends on the flexibility of the pelvis. Left leg is strong. Knee could be bent. You're opening up. Left shoulder, left hip, stay down. Close your eyes. Breathe your breath. Sometimes we just need to slow down and be in our root chakras. Some of you may grab the outer edge of your flexed right foot and fully express it, but keep the left side down. It's going to be humbling. You may have to come up more center with that leg in order to express it without snapping the hamstrings into submission. Your shape is going to look like yours, not mine. Be where you need to be. If you're here, that's awesome. 4 more breaths. You've got it. Another one. Good. Draw that knee to heart center. Bend the left knee if it's not already. Release your right foot to the floor. Adjust your sacrum. Hug both knees into your chest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Love, love, love. Notice, notice. Oh, I forgot. Yes, I did. Release the left leg. Right hand or left hand to right knee and cross it over just to get into that gluteal flesh just for a full breath round. So twist, twist, twist. Fullness of the breath. Oh my goodness, there it is. And then bring it to center. Sorry about that. Hug both knees into your chest. Then release your feet to the mat. Hug your upper arms in towards each other. Smooth out your palms down onto the mat. Heel toe your feet so that the back of your heel touches the middle finger, whatever that may look like for you. And bring your feet at least hip distance apart, so hug everything in towards the midline. Then on your next in and out breath, you're going to lengthen your tailbone towards your knees. Reassess shoulder blades, back of the skull, bridging chin perpendicular to the floor. What I mean is you look towards the tip of your nose and press to the back of the eyes. Lengthen your tailbone up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Keep on lengthening. Keep on tucking your upper arms in. Feel the sovereignty of your being right here. Here's the tricky part. You're going to press into your right foot, both shoulders, both hands, both forearms, both and the head. Bend the left knee towards your chest. Then extend the left leg straight up. And as you extend it up, reach to the balls of the foot. And then exhale, lower your bum to the floor. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more times at your own pace. So you're really lifting the hips up. You've got it. One more time. Bend that left knee. Bum releases to the floor. These aren't the best pants for this. And rest. Windshield wipe your legs. Belly breathing. Okay? Serious day, isn't it? Find your bridge pose. You know what you're up for. Get into it. Get into it. Lengthen the tailbone towards your knees. Lift, lift, lift. When you're ready, root. Bend right knee towards your heart center. Extend it straight up towards the sky. No pushing it. Just go meet your needs. And then, that was the fireplace that made that noise. Lower your hips down and then rise up. So my shape is very limited today, and that's okay. I'm doing 5 of these. Move with the sovereignty of the roots of that left foot and the inner thigh squeezing in. The leg doesn't have to be completely straight. Once you've done 5, press those shoulders down and then release that right foot. Splay your arms out. Hug both knees into your chest. Roll to a side using your arm as a pillow and curl into like a little potato bug. Rest. 4 more breaths here. Just rest into it. Good stuff. Release and press into your top arm and extend that top leg and press yourself up. Yay. Reassess your bum and your hips. Hug your knees wide to the armpits. Sit up nice and tall. Teeter on your sacrum. Arms inside. Grab outer edges of feet, ankles, or hook your knee creases. Preferably if you could use your triceps against your knees and sit in this position, that's awesome. Or holding your feet. Play. Extending. So for a lot of us, it's keeping the heart lifted, keeping the spine elongated. Yeah, I know. Lots of open inner thigh stuff today. And that's what we're doing. We're really connecting with our root chakra. See, stuff comes out when you start moving and grooving your body. Good. And then exhale, release both feet down onto the mat. Together, do not lift your toes up. That'll sickle your ankles. Not good for your knees. Hands behind you. Press into the pinky side of your feet and open your knees to the outer walls. Make sure your shoulders are doing this. Do this. Do that. Lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back. Press your knees as far as they'll go. That's all inner thigh action. Maybe some of you, the inner edges of your feet open up. No forcing. Pop that chest up. Good. 2 more breaths. Ha la 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 la. Wiggle your jaw around. So I dance in my practice. I'm most often moving and grooving. Exhale, hug your knees together. Swing your legs to the side. Now we're going to go prone, laying on the tummy. So sometimes taking your blanket and placing it in the middle of your mat for your pubis. And then make sure it's nice and smooth. And then lay all the way down onto your belly in a prone position. And we're going to be here for a bit. So let's get cozy. Take your forearms underneath the shoulders. In a sense, your elbows ahead of the shoulders slightly. Find your forearms and hug your inner elbows in. Now, you could curl your right toes under to create some friction there. Bend your left knee all the way out to the left and extend that left leg. Now, plantar flex your right foot. Did I say inner thighs, root chakra? Left arm at a right angle to the left. Press into that left arm and open up your chest. Now, some of you, the blanket might need to be extended for your inner knees are sensitive. Just do you. Get into the position that works for you. Press the floor away with your right forearm to broaden your chest. So if your elbow's back here, you're not going to get your chest open. Take your forearm so that you can utilize that forearm to lift your heart open. Then play with that left arm. Open it up. I like to take it to my sacrum and tuck my tailbone down, and then open up through the chest. Wiggle the jaw around. Feel that. Oh yeah, there you go. You could bend at your right knee, creating even more mobility or strength. First, we begin with strength to create mobility and flexibility. Release the right leg, release the left hand. Mindfully take the left leg back. Stack left hand and right hand. Forehead to your stacked hands and rest. Bend your knees. Windshield wipe in your rest. That's the rest. Or just let your legs rest. Belly breathe. Oh. You know, it's really, yoga is not like an acrobatic thing, even though we do some of those acrobatics. It's about being present and feeling what you're feeling. Okay? Slow it down. On your next in and out breath, start to navigate back into your Sphinx. Your forearms are down. And then I like to curl my left toes under to have some friction so I can pick up my right knee. And you're picking it up as high as you can towards your right elbow. And then pressing the right shin out. Here, I like to walk my left hand or my right hand out at a right angle, but reassess my left forearm. So you're opening up, you're picking up that chest. Then plantar flex the left foot and feel the twist. So we're really getting into the sacral energy. Some of you may feel an urgency to pick up the right arm if it's not feeling comfortable on this side to do that. And if you need to augment your left forearm so you could broaden your collarbone, please do. And maybe you want to bend your right knee because that's a lot of extension in that right or that left hip. So pay attention to where your needs are. Give yourself a little bit of a, challenging edge, but without hurting yourself. Both shoulders are broadening, so that means your shoulder blades are coming towards your spine for 5. Wherever you are, get your jaw to loosen up a little bit. Yeah, move things around. Don't get stuck, people. Spread your toes, my fellow yogis. Ha ha. I could do this all day, every day, and still be in the moment of my change at the beginning. We're all at the beginning. When you're ready to dismantle completely, smooth out, rearrange, love, 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 stack your hands, a little windshield wipe of the legs. Voila. Beautiful. I would like to do one more, so that's probably going to go beyond a little 45-minute practice. Roll to your backside. Yeah. And then take a moment to smooth out your legs, adjust your sacrum, adjust your occipital at the back of your skull, and then plug your arms down. We will ujjayi breath in and out through the sinuses. So you're literally like an oceanic, like a Darth Vader, and I don't really like to say Darth Vader, but most people get it when you say it like that. Oceanic sound. You're literally breathing up through the roof of your mouth, through the sinuses, in and out, okay? Belly breathing out. Here. So once you have that ujjayi breath happening, tuck your arms underneath, press your palms down, heels dug in, dorsiflex feet, press in the skull, forearms, and then lengthen your tailbone and lift your hips up as you ujjayi breathe for 5, for 4. So your hips are up. So my bracelet got caught. My hips are up here. Got it? You're pressing your arms down. You're lengthening. It's a back bend. And then slowly release your arms, your hips. You could bend your knees, adjust your shoulders, your head, a little windshield wipe. Got it? So we'll do that again. Like, it is really core strength, and it roots your roots solid. Legs straight, like a little mummy, arms tucked under, thumbs can touch underneath, back of the skulls down, ujjayi breathing in and out through the sinuses. Press heels, dorsiflex feet, lift hips, press shoulders, head down for 10 this time. 9, 8, ujjayi breathing, 7. You can keep it going. If you need to release, but keep it going if you can. Don't push yourself if it's not happy. You've got it. 3 more. Squeeze your feet together more. Press through the big ball mounds of your toes and dismantle. Bend your knees. Hug your knees into your chest. Lovely. Reach that one arm, that opposite side that you haven't rolled to, roll to that side, squeeze in, love, 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 thank yourself. Oh my goodness. I know. Root into the top arm, top leg, roots as you press up. Gingerly, mindfully come up into your seat. If you need props for that, I love my bolster for my seat. Oops, there goes something. And then once you find that seat, make sure you're not constantly putting the habitual shin in first. Switch it up. Move around in your pelvis. Thank you, legs. Open up your arms, palms up. Say yes. Say yes to slowing down, being present in your mind's eye, fullness of your breath, and loving yourself. Say yes to that. Okay? Slowly bring your hands to your heart center and your belly center. Big breath in, kind letting go breath out. Let's end this practice with the sound of Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. From my light to your light. Yoga is life and life is yoga. Connection, yoking, and being in your sovereignty and noticing what you notice as you slow right down and practice mindful movement and breathing. This is the option. And this is the practice that all human beings need right now during this curious time. Thank you. Yes, say yes. If you have any concerns or questions, or just want to share your insight on your practice and how it's helped you, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Leanna, for being such a supporter of my online practice as well. Namaste, everybody.